back to the Today Show. Again, our fabulous guest, Wally Ferriston, Cue Cards by Wally. Check him out. He has a book that's going to be coming out eventually. And he's coming up to Canada. I want to ask you a couple of personal questions. What is something about you that people tend to misunderstand the most?
Huh. That I
Pardon
don't
me.
that I no that I don't write the comedy on Saturday Night Live or Late Night with Seth Meyers. You'll have some people come up, or they, if you're meeting somebody new and they learn your work for Saturday Night Live, and they're like, "Yeah, I don't think that show's funny anymore." And I was like, "Okay, that's great. That's your opinion. I don't write any of the comedy. I just write the jokes on cards and I hold them up. Doesn't have to. And but the funny thing is, usually when people say that to me, they're like, "Yeah, I don't think the show's funny anymore. Can you get me tickets to the show? I'd love to go sometime." But you just said. So yeah, I think that's a miscommon thing. Like, I don't write any of this stuff. I write the jokes on the cards and I hold them up. You can hate it, you can love it. That's great. I'm just a part of it. I'm just a part of the show.
Now, when people say to you community, what's like if you had to describe community with your family or work or whatever the case may be, what would that sound like from you?
Oh, community of like working on Saturday Night Live, you mean?
Right, well, just if someone said, "Hey, Wally, define community for me," what would Wally say is the definition of community?
Oh man, I think working on a show like SNL feels like it is a community. We have like I think we have like 250 to 300 people working on that show. Um, that's a community of everybody working together, knowing their place, knowing their job, doing their job well, and the show slash community is successful. So I think everybody pitching in together, um, helping each other out when needed, um, giving suggestions where needed, um, probably is the showing success. Like so, community pitching in, helping each other out, and that's where I could go when I see that.
And it's beautiful. I love that. It's the a lot of people we don't have that anymore, right? How can I help you?
Yeah,
Well, what's in it for me? Type of
yeah,
a thing. No, I
exactly.
want to be successful.
Yeah, exactly.
So when we look at motivation, which is ties into your comment there of the community, if you had to give a piece of motivation to anybody trying to get into the industry, facing the never-ending rejection and the never wondering why, what would you tell them for motivation?
Yeah, again, I will pass on the message that Seth talks and tells people, and I feel exactly the same way. Be nice to people. Work hard and be nice. Because if you're going up against someone else and they're not so nice, they're gonna hire the nice person. Just be nice, help people out, do kind things, and eventually you'll get to where you want to go if you work hard, if you're working hard enough on it. If you're a nice person, you'll get noticed and you'll get hired somewhere. That you have to be exponentially talented if you're a jerk to get hired on a show. You're gonna be, and there's jerks in the show business. So there's very talented jerks in show business, but you're gonna be really, really talented to get hired if you're a jerk. So just be nice, and you'll find your way.
Beautiful. Now, I do have time for one more question for you.
Okay.
Well, you know what? I'm going to get to that question in a second. Where can people find you on social media? Where can they find you on Instagram?
Well, on Instagram, you can go to Q Cards by Wally, or you can that's my one. And Wally, I think Wally Ferriston is my personal. Um, and then on Twitter, I'm at Q Card Wally. And also you can go to, qcardsbywally.com if you want to order a card or get some information, go to the website.
So Instagram, Q Cards by Wally, qcardsbywally.com. I encourage everyone to go, of course. So my last question for you, Wally, it's a staple to our show here.
Yeah.
What makes Wally Ferriston smile?
You know, that's when Seth tells a joke that the audience doesn't laugh at, that makes me laugh really hard. But that's it seems mean, but it's not. It's just you just in comedy you never know what's gonna make people laugh, and he'll tell jokes that make me laugh all the time. But when he tells a joke that I think is funny or he thinks is funny that doesn't work and the audience doesn't laugh, it makes me laugh really hard for some reason. But no, just helping people out, doing nice things for people. That makes me smile. That makes me happy. And I help a lot of young people. Like I said, my kids are trying to get into business, and I help a lot of their friends and friends of their friends. I have loved talking to kids and giving them advice and what to do and how to get into business. So that really makes me happy passing that goodness on. And I tell them, listen, when you get into power, a point of power in your job, you want to, and a kid is reaching out to you, or reach out to kids and help them out, pass it forward. That really makes me happy.
That's beautiful. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the time that we have for our show. Thank you for tuning in. Everyone, Wally Ferriston, writer from Celebrity Deathmatch, Wienerville, Space Goes Coast to Coast, and I believe the banjo episode was the one that you wrote for those guys.
That's correct. That is correct.
Show my age to you there. A book and novel in the works, hopefully to come out. Probably going to see him in acting, commercials, maybe up in Canada. We'll find out. Check him out on Wally Ferriston, qcardsbywally.com, at Instagram, qcardsbywally. Thank you very much for joining us today, Wally. Have a fantastic day, everybody, and smile to inspire.